Good morning, children. Today I have brought you a video lesson on your second poem, that is The Rebel. It is part of the lesson A Gift of Chapels. What we are going to do in this video lesson is a complete explanation of the text, the complete explanation of the poem and exercise part and some additional questions. All of them you have to go through. First, you have to read the textbook very clearly and exercise part, then come and watch this video and make notes on it. Let us go to the video. Look at your second poem, The Rebel. Do you know anyone who always disagrees with you or your friends, or likes to do the opposite of what everyone thinks they should do? In which word such a person is described? Yes, he is known as a rebel, one who does the opposite of what the crowd do. Come to the poem. When everybody has a short hair, the rebel lets his hair grow long. When everybody has long hair, the rebel cuts his hair short. When everybody talks during the lesson, the rebel doesn't say a word. When nobody talks during the lesson, the rebel creates a disturbance. When everybody wears a uniform, the rebel dresses in fantastic clothes. When everybody wears a fantastic cloth, the rebel dresses soberly. In the company of dog lovers, the rebel expresses a preference for cats. In the company of cat lovers, the rebel puts in a good word for dogs. Come to the next page. When everybody is praising the sun, the rebel remarks on the need for rain. When everybody is getting the rain, the rebel regrets the absence of sun. When everybody goes to the meeting, the rebel stays at home and reads a book. When everybody stays at home and reads a book, the rebel goes to the meeting. When everybody says, "Yes, please," the rebel says, "No, thank you." When everybody says, "No, thank you," the rebel says, "Yes, please." It is very good that we have rebels. You may not find it very good to be one. The poem is written by D.J. Enright. Now let us go to the first page. Look at here. A rebel is one who does things the opposite of the entire people, the others, the crowd. Look at here. When everybody has short hair, the rebel lets his hair grow long. When everyone keeps short hair, the rebel wants to grow his hair. When everybody has long hair, the rebel cuts his hair short. What the others do, the rebel wants to do its opposite. When everybody talks during the lesson, the rebel doesn't say a word. When everyone engages in the discussion, the rebel keeps silence. And look at the next line. When nobody talks during the lesson, the rebel creates a disturbance. When all others are silent, the rebel creates a disturbance. He wants to talk then. When everybody wears a uniform, the rebel dresses in fantastic clothes. When everyone comes in their uniform, the rebel wants to come in fanciful dress, fantastic dress. And when everybody wears fantastic clothes, the rebel dresses soberly. Soberly means serious manner, in a serious manner, like coming in uniform. When everyone comes in fantastic clothes, the rebel goes the opposite. He comes in a very serious dress code. In the company of dog lovers, the rebel expresses a preference for cats. He just wants to contradict with the crowd. In the company of cat lovers, the rebel puts in a good word for dogs. Put in a good word, which means talk favorably. Talk favorably of someone to somebody else. That is, put in a good word for. So, when he is with the lovers of cat, he puts in a word for dogs. He talks favorably for the dogs. When everybody is praising the sun, the rebel remarks on the need for rain. When the crowd wants a beautiful sunshine, the rebel remarks about the rain. Look at the next couplet. When everybody is greeting the rain, the rebel regrets the absence of sun. Regrets here means feel sorry for. When everybody greets the sunshine, the rebel feels sorry for the absence of sun. When everybody greets the rain, the rebel feels sorry for the absence of sunshine. When everybody goes to the meeting, the rebel stays at home and reads a book. When all the people go for a meeting, the rebel chooses to stay at home and read a book. And when everybody stays at home and reads a book, the rebel goes to the meeting. And when everyone chooses to stay at home and reads a book, the rebel wants to go for the meeting. When everybody says yes please, the rebel says no thank you. This is what a rebel is. When everybody says no thank you, the rebel says yes please. Just the opposite. Just the contradictory thing with the entire society. It is very good that we have rebels. Why does the poet say that it is good that we have rebels? Yes, we need rebels. Why? Because the rebels in a way show us the opposite of what we think and what we say. Only a rebel can make us see the opposite side of things because they want to contradict with our way of life. They don't want to engage in the general flow. They want to move away from the crowd. So the poet says, it is very good that we have rebels. Come to the last line. You may not find it very good to be one. Perhaps you don't want to be one a rebel in your life. Why we don't want to be rebels? Because we know that a rebel is not liked by the entire society. Because he always contradicts with the norms, the words, the doings of the entire society. He wants to walk in his own line, in his own way of expressing things, and in his own way of conveying messages. It may not be liked by the entire people there. So most of us don't want to be a rebel. Rebel, when we used this word as a noun or an adjective, we pronounced it as rebel. But when we used it as a verb, we pronounce it as rebel. Rebel. Rebel and rebel. Mind it. And in a serious way, we talk about the rebel. It means a rebel is a revolutionary. A rebel is a revolutionary who wants to throw away a government. When we talk about a rebel in the political scenario, a rebel is a revolutionary who wants to use arms and ammunition against a government to remove it, to throw away a government. So we get the word like rebellion and rebellious. Rebellion and rebellious. Along with this, you have to learn these words also: rebellion, rebellious, and rebel and rebel. Okay. Now we can go to the working with the poem. Answer the following questions. First question: if someone does not wear a uniform to school, what do you think the teacher will say? If somebody does not come in the school without wearing uniform, the teacher would scold him, rebuke him, because he would not be in proper uniform. That is what is going to happen there. Come to the second question. When everyone wants a clear sky, what does the rebel want most? The rebel wants rain. Look at the third question. If the rebel has a dog for a pet, what is everyone else likely to have? When the rebel keeps a dog as his pet, when others keep a cat as their pet. Why is it good to have rebels? Why is it good to have rebels? Because rebels help us to see the opposite side of things, the opposite side of what we are doing. So rebels are in a way good. They throw light on the opposite part of things. Now let us go to the next question. Why is it not good to be a rebel oneself? Why is it not good to be a rebel oneself? Because we don't want to be a rebel, because we have to take the dislike of the entire society, the entire crowd. Because a rebel always oppose, contradict the norms and the doings of the crowd. He wants to show his individuality there. He wants to express his own ideas and expressions. So most of us don't want to be a rebel in society. Look at the next question. Would you like to be a rebel? If yes, why? If not, why not? Would you like to be? If some are give the answer as yes, because we have our own thoughts, our own way of perception, our own way of looking at things and doing things. So we may not like the entire society is doing like this, so I too have to do like that. I want to do in my own way. So I want to be a rebel. And if not, why not? I don't want to be a rebel because the entire society dislike me, and I don't want to object the general opinion of the crowd. I have to admire, I have to value the democratic values of the society. That is with majority. If majority takes a decision, I have to go with that, whether it is wrong or right. So I don't want to be a rebel. Like that you can write. Next page. Let us move on to the next page. Find in the poem an antonym. A word opposite in meaning. Antonym means a word opposite in meaning for each of the following words. Long, short, grow, cut, quietness, disturbance, sober, fantastic, and lost, find. Look at the find in the poem lines that match the following. Read both one after the other. The rebel refuses to cut his hair. When the crowd keep a cut hair, he says cats are better. When others love dogs. 3. He recommends dogs when others love cats. 4th, he is unhappy because there is no sun, because the crowd want praise rain. He is noisy on purpose when others keep silent. This is a tongue twister. Read this. This is a tongue twister. It can tame your tongue. Now let us check some questions from this lesson. Now let us check some questions from the textbook. Extract based questions. Look at this. Directions 1 to 6. Read the extract given below and answer the following questions. When everybody talks during the lesson, the rebel does not say a word. When nobody talks during the lesson, the rebel creates disturbance. Question number 1. With reference to the above extract, do you think it is good to be a rebel? Do you think that being a rebel is good? From the above context, it is not good. Something that is fruitful, something that is good for the society or ourselves, we can rebel a thing. Otherwise, it is not a good thing. Go to the next question. Look at question number 2. Can there be a good reason behind staying silent when everybody is talking? Yes, sometimes it is good to keep silence because unnecessary arguments or an argument without knowing the entire thing, without the exact information, arguing has no meaning in it. So we can keep silent. Look at the third question. Can there be a good reason behind speaking when everybody else is silent? Yes, sometimes it is good. Because in certain matters, especially when we see some wrongdoings, many people don't raise their voice. If a rebel is there, he is courageous to raise voice against that wrongdoings. Otherwise, the wrongdoers get energy to continue their activity like that. So it's a good thing. Look at the next question. Question number 4. What do you think the rebel does not like? Opposing the authority, going with the flow, taking lessons in a classroom, taking advice of an illiterate person. What do you think the rebel does not like? What is the answer? Yes, going with the flow. Going with the flow. Look at the next question. Question number 5. What must be the main motto of a rebel in your opinion? Options: teaching the society to be dutiful, obeying the rules, bringing disharmony, bringing about the change. So what must be the main motto of a rebel in your opinion? The motto of a rebel is bringing about change. Bringing about change is the motto. Look at question number 6. What does a rebel do when nobody talks during the class? Options: creates a disturbance, spoils the atmosphere, teaches the teacher, runs away. Yes, it is clear. Answer is creates disturbance. Now look at the next question. Question number 1 to 6. Read the extract given below and answer the following questions. When everybody says yes please, the rebel says no thank you. When everybody says no thank you, the rebel says yes please. It is very good that we have rebels. You may not find it very good to be one. What does the choices made by the rebel? The rebel's choice is not as according to the choice of the society. He wants to do the opposite of what the society want to do. He want to object and he want to do the opposite of what the society in general want to do. Look at the next question. Why does the poet say that it is not good to be a rebel oneself? The poet says that it is not good to be a rebel oneself because a rebel is not accepted by the society. He is not accepted. Look at the third question. Use the word rebel in a sentence of your own. It can be a rebel or a rebel. If it is a rebel, you use the opposition always rebels the decisions of the government. Or you can say that my friend is a rebel in the class. He opposes everything. Look at the question number 4. Who do you think is the character of rebel based on? A political activist, the poet, the school teacher, a young child. Who do you think is the character of rebel in this poem? Yes, definitely a young child. Question number 5. What does the rebel do? Defy others, disobey others, trust others, love others. What does a rebel do? He defy others. He defy others. Defy means not to follow the norms or the pattern. That is defy others. Then question number 6, who does not like the rebel? The poet, political activist, society, rebels. A rebel is not liked by the society. Come to very short answer type questions. Question number 1, what does the rebel do when everybody talks during the lessons? The rebel keeps silence when everybody talks during the lesson. Look at the second question. Why does the rebel choose to wear fantastic clothes? When the rebel sees that everybody has come in uniform, the rebel wants to wear fantastic clothes. Look at the third question. Are the rebels rain lovers? When other people love the sunshine, the rebel loves. Look at this question. Short answer type questions. Question number 1, why do rebels always contradict the others? The rebels always contradict the others because they want to be singled out from the crowd. They want to express their own views, their own perspectives. They don't want to go along with the flow. They have their own stand. Look at the next question. Why does the society disapprove of the rebels? The rebels always want to be unique. They don't go along with the society at large. They want to oppose the decisions, the doings, and the collective opinions of the society. So usually society disapprove or society does not accept a rebel.